Next question is from Jackie18. Is there evidence to suggest that eating more meals more frequently throughout the day is better for weight loss than 2 meals with the same amount of quality calories?
So here's the deal with this now. Now, we've been told for a long time in popular fitness culture that eating small meals was superior, right? So if you eat, this was the story at least, or the narrative. If you eat small meals, it stokes your metabolism throughout the day. It feeds your muscles amino acids throughout the day. Therefore, it's better for burning fat, building muscle. So you need to eat small meals throughout the day. Okay. Is there evidence to support this? Hardly any to zero. The reality is the thing you should pay attention to, the thing that should dictate whether or not you eat small meals or you eat fewer and larger meals should be based on how you feel.
Personal preference.
That's the most important thing. Now, the reason why this started was because bodybuilders who are eating shit tons of calories, you're eating 5,000 calories a day, you're not going to do that in 2 meals. Yeah. You're going to eat 5 meals. It just makes more sense. And then supplement companies got their hands on this and said, oh, what a great way to sell meal replacement bars and powders, because if I sell the average person that they need to eat 5 meals a day, they're going to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or maybe just lunch and dinner.
Difficult to prep all those ahead of time, and then so you get other companies, the 6-pack bags and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I mean that's something that's been crammed in almost like everybody's head in terms of like that's the healthiest way to approach it. But honestly, it makes a lot more sense for a bodybuilder trying to get more calories in, because big, huge meals, that's pretty difficult to digest.
Absolutely.
Well, this myth originally came from the whole thermogenic effect from the calories, which is the same, right? So if you eat a 2 meals that total up to 2,000 calories, you get this massive thermogenic effect, which is the same as if you take those 4,000 calories and you spread it over 4 meals or 6 meals.
Right.
So they're just smaller thermogenic effects. So
the net thermic effect is the same.
So it doesn't really matter. Where I see a lot of value in this, and where I would have clients do this all the time, was actually just to teach them portion control. You do 2 massive meals. It's really hard to kind of get an idea of like what 6 ounces this is, what 12 ounces of that is how many calories is this really. Where if I had clients and I say, okay, your total calories is 2,800 calories we get to eat, and I divide that up over 5 or 6 meals, they see these little small portions and get an idea of like what their meal size should kind of look like. And you just kind of teach good behaviors that way. That I liked it for that. Or to your point you guys bring up with the bodybuilders is, when I was eating 5,000 calories, good luck eating that in 2 meals, especially if you're eating whole foods. Just not happening. So for those reasons, it makes sense. At the end of the day, it's whatever you're most consistent with. If you do better with prepping 5 or 6 meals, and that you like to just kind of graze all day with small meals, because here's the thing that I also like about that too. You never get really, really hungry. And what I have found, when clients get really hungry, the cravings set in, and you're more likely to make bad choices. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I have a long day here and, I go like and I'm, unintentionally intermittent fasting and it's 12 hours I haven't eaten, boy, everything sounds good. I'm driving home from work and I'm easily influenced in. Katrina's calling me, what do we want to do for dinner? And I'm like, I haven't eaten all day. I'll have whatever you want to have. Right. Versus if I had already had 3-4 meals, they were balanced and everything like that. I'm not starving, like, we'll wait and then I'll have another one of my meals. So that's another reason why I like the small meals, and that's more of the mental discipline.
Yeah, and again, I've had clients that do far better with fewer meals. It actually helps them eat less calories, and they're busy, and when they're working, it's not that big of a deal. I've had clients like what Adam's saying, where they prefer to eat every few hours and have a meal. Personal preference 100% should dictate this for you. How do you, and for me, for example, I'll give you an example. Eating small meals throughout the day doesn't work with my gut. It just doesn't work well with my gut health. I do far better having long breaks in between meals, reduces inflammation in my gut, helps me with digestion, and I just feel a lot better doing it that way. But I know people who are the opposite. I know people who are like, man, I can't eat one big meal. It hurts my stomach. I'm doing better with smaller meals. Personal preference should dictate this. There is no real significant advantage one way or the other, except for the extremes. Like, obviously, you don't want to eat like once every other day, or, you don't eat 10 times in a day. But within reason, doesn't make a big difference. Really just follow what works best for you, what makes you feel the best.